So Devin,
Yeah.
what do you think about the new game?
I feel like it's a very interesting concept with how you have to work with the other team to actually get the extra point, along with having different layers with different points and with cones and blocks on them, which are of various sizes and can be difficult to get sometimes. Along with the moving platform, it's a very interesting concept.
So Devin, what compelled you to join this year, and why?
My dad's in engineering, so I know a little bit about like programming and a little bit about robotics. I've done a lot more on the building side, but I more enjoy the coding side of it. So that's been really interesting and it's helped me grow.
So Oliver, what compelled you to join the team?
Well, first, I wanted something new for a change. Robotics seemed like a unique experience to have, and also, I think it gives you a lot of valuable life skills, like working with people on a team and learning how to program, and that will really help me later in life.
So Oren, what do you think about the new game?
I think it's actually pretty fun. I like that it's pretty original and pretty creative. I felt like last year was a little bit less or so, but primarily I do like how it took many parts from previous games and kind of compiled them all together to have one kind of unit, like a single game, and it's new. So I like that.
And how do you plan to lead the team?
Primarily, I am just making sure that each department is functioning the best that they can. Like all the build teams, the programmers, I want to make sure that they all stay on task and just make sure that they all operate with good efficiency, because although I might help here and there, very much that administrative drive is really useful.
So Will, what do you think about the new game this year?
It's a pretty interesting game, although I was hoping for another rapid react.
Do you think scouting is going to be easier or more difficult this year?
Harder because there's more data points to track.
So Cadence, what do you think about the new game this year?
I think that it's a pretty fun game. I like that we don't have to launch balls around this year. That's one of the biggest things that I think is an improvement from the previous year's games. I've done Infinite Recharge. I did Infinite Recharge for 2 years straight. And so getting to do Charged Up like this with cones and cubes and not something with more balls is a very fun time.
Do you see any problems with creating a new robot or any problems with the game?
I don't have any problems really with the game, but one of the big problems that I'm running into now is that I have to figure out how to program Swerve Drive, because we're trying to do that this year, and it has proven itself to be a very difficult concept.
So Elizabeth, what do you think about the new game this year?
I like the game. I think it's very different than the past games we've had, and I kind of like that it's not a shoot and climb game that we've had the past 3 years. I think the cones and the charging station bring a very different element that's interesting to play with.
Do you have any ideas that come to mind with building a new robot?
Well, our main idea currently is to have a claw and an arm that can fit inside a frame controller, which is a multiple stage telescoping arm and a pneumatic claw that can help manipulate the game pieces. We recently introduced a turret kind of thing on Lady Susan that'll help us have more range of motion along with our sword base, which is very helpful.